Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing. I've tried this foundation out not only in India but also when I was on my trip to Europe. So the climatic condition in these two countries are like extremely different from each other. So I'll just start out with the price. This comes for a retail price of 1400, and what L'Oreal claims is that this is a 24-hour just applied finish, 24 hours flawless complexion, no transfer, no visible imperfections, no visible shine, no dry out, no mask effect. This is enriched with hydrating hyaluron plus extreme hold pigments for optimum comfort. Okay, now to begin with, I'll start with the packaging. This bottle is essentially made out of glass, but the cap is made out of plastic. Now the cap works like that, and the grip itself is pretty good. Now I have used this while I traveled and the cap did not come off for me specifically. Now it comes in the form of a pump, so you only use the amount of product that you require and there isn't much wastage. Now that is something I really like, because the old foundations used to come in the bottle form, so you had to actually go this, I don't know, and a lot of my foundation would go waste because I could not judge how much I had to use. So yes, I really like the fact that it comes with a pump, and with this foundation I would really like to say that less is more, because for my face and for my neck, one pump has been sufficient. Now I'll just show it out to you. You see, this is how much comes out with one pump, and I think that is more than enough. I'll just keep this aside. See, now this much specifically for me is enough for my face and for my neck. And the shade that I use specifically is 120 vanilla. Now vanille is, I believe, in French, and vanilla. Now this goes well with my skin tone, and they have a variety of colors, and I suggest when it comes to using a foundation, not to get it out online, but actually go to a mall where you have L'Oreal space, and actually try it out and see which color goes with your complexion really well. Because when it comes to ordering it online, sometimes we can make a mistake, and with a foundation you really don't want to be doing that. Okay, now this particular one, when it comes to using in India, I just use a concealer, little bit of moisturizer, and then use this on my face. Now a lot of people before using a foundation tend to use a primer, but while using a primer with Indian conditions, when the temperature goes anywhere from 25 to 35 degrees, using a primer with this foundation will not be such a great idea, because primers tend to melt away in exceeding sunlight, and if your primer is melting, your foundation will melt no matter how good the foundation is. So this won't be the foundation's fault, it will be the fault of your primer. So when using this foundation in India, I suggest you use little bit of a moisturizing cream and then go on with this foundation. You really should avoid using a primer with this one. Now I use a concealer before using this foundation, just for my under eye and for areas close to my mouth, because those are my dry parts, so I need to be using that. Coming on to the claim of 24 hours, I think this foundation really does stay on for a very long time. And yes, I have used this when I've traveled in India itself, and it did keep my face looking fresh and hydrated. However, when it comes to using this in Europe, my experience has been pretty different. Now when in Europe, the temperature was around 5 to 10 degrees when I traveled, Now in Europe, my face did have the tendency of drying a little bit in these areas. So I had to make sure that before applying this foundation, I applied some moisturizer. So yes, this foundation can be drying in weather temperatures, say from 5 to 20-ish. So yes, depending on the climatic conditions, I suggest you make variations while using this foundation. Otherwise, I think this foundation is pretty great. It is perfectly hydrating. It is not drying at all if you use this in India, and it has a medium coverage to it. Your face will really not have that shine, and it is buildable. I personally, while using this foundation, I tried using the sponge, but instead of using the sponge, I felt the application for this foundation goes well when you use your fingers. Just dab it lightly in whichever areas that you're working it on, and that is, I feel, the best method to use when it comes to using this foundation per se. Now while traveling, I had absolutely no problem carrying this bottle wherever I go. It did not leak, the cover did not come off. So yes, this is very very handy when it comes to traveling. So yes, I think for me specifically, this has been my go-to foundation for the past 2 months, and I am completely satisfied with it. So with this foundation, I will easily give it a 4.5 on 5. So with this, I come to the end of my review video, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to bringing you many such review videos in the future. So till the next time when I see you, bye.